Are you serious? That
That's
got
it.
blocked.
That's it. That got blocked. It was an overly sexualized positioning.
Jesus liquid.
Jesus liquid.
Gotta
It's
love
Jesus
that.
blood.
Huh?
Jesus blood.
I like the word liquid better.
Liquid.
Cheers, man.
Cheers.
Tech Talk, by the way.
TikTok.
Tech Talk. Google Pixel 5.
Google Pixel 5.
I'm excited for it. No, I've been looking at that since you've
seen
mentioned it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, is it Tech Talk or Tech Tip?
Tech
Tech Tip.
Tech Talk sounds good.
Yeah, they're better.
Tech
Right?
Tip. We'll still figure out the name.
Still figuring it out. Yeah. So
Just the tip.
just the tip. That's yeah. Yeah. So that the Pixel 5 was announced, I think early this month, like the 1st or the 30th of September. We've gone through the stats, or we've both looked at the stats. Processor wise, apparently it's like a upper mid range, not one of the top.
You can't beat the price for what you get for that phone. And I think Google is actually doing a really good job in the sense that they're not going for the most high end stuff these days.
Like it's not competing with the S20 pluses.
Mate, have you seen the
Notes or
prices of
iPhones?
these new phones out there? Like $2,000, $3,000.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you, this is like what I've also, this is about self-awareness. Ask yourself this question, like how much of your phone do you actually use? Really use, right?
For most people, if you're not into hardcore gaming,
Yeah.
and seriously, if you're hardcore into gaming, why would you be playing on a little? Why wouldn't you play on like a PC or a console, right?
Yeah.
So for most people, you don't need the latest, Snapdragon 865 or whatever. You're not going to see, or you're not going to feel the difference when you're just, YouTubing or whatever.
Yeah.
So for a price of, I think it's $9.99 in Australia.
So cheap for a good quality phone.
It's probably about 50% to 30% cheaper than some of the flagships.
That's
out
right.
there.
Yeah.
The only thing that I was sort of running through my mind was the Samsung S20 FE Fan Edition. That's also $9.99.
Is that why it's called Fan Edition?
Fan Edition.
Oh man,
so
that's
what they
just
did
like
was
marketing right there.
So what they basically did was they brought down a lot of the features which they thought was not absolutely necessary. So they took away the glass back or the metal back, whatever the S20 has, replaced it with plastic. They downgraded the screen to like a 1080p panel.
You don't need 4K on the phone.
4K.
You don't just don't
it's
need
2K,
it.
but
Yeah.
you definitely don't need that. And they I think they took away one of the cameras or something like that.
Who cares?
But they're still using the top of the line, whatever, Snapdragon 865. It's fast. It's gonna last, a long time. So I was like juggling whether to get the Pixel or the Snapdragon.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, the Samsung FE.
And you being a value kind of guy, I think the Pixel 5 was like all over your alley, right?
Well, the thing is, I was already on the Pixel train.
Yeah, well,
Because I have a Pixel 3. It served me very well for 2 years. I love the photography on it. It's easy.
mate, you
Photography-wise?
you kept it clean. There's
It's
no
clean.
scratches. There's no cracks or anything like that. Still,
I
very
don't
good
think
phone.
I don't think I've ever owned a phone where I've dropped and broken the screen.
Have you seen mine?
Yeah, well.
It's got a nice crack on it.
so for me, it was always like Pixel was the way to go. It's just whether the Pixel was the Pixel 5 was going to have all the things that I wanted, which is a nicer design, and yeah, that's pretty much it. A nicer design. A nicer design.
Just
and-
make it
and at
look
least a
pretty.
little bit
You'll
of
be
an
right.
upgrade.
Yeah,
You really don't realize like how long you have your phone for. Like
No.
a year sort of blows by.
it is. Yeah, I can't remember when I actually got this phone. I can't. It's just
Which one's that?
that's the S10 Plus.
S10 Plus.
It's a good
Yeah,
phone.
I
Like
remember when you
again,
got that.
I don't use half of the features in it. Honestly, the only thing I use it for is YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, phone call, WhatsApp, and just watching stuff on YouTube and reading articles. That's all I use it for.
You
And-
don't game obviously on
No,
that. So.
well, I do play a game. Like, have you heard this game, Among Us?
No, what is that?
It's a pretty good one. It's like think about that werewolf game.
There's a werewolf game.
The werewolf game, like where you have to see who's the imposter.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like that, but like on the phone. It's actually pretty fun.
Is it
But
multiplayer or
yeah, it's multiplayer.
Okay.
But that's beside the point. My point is, I don't use that phone very much. Like even the camera is like high-end cameras, and I use it to take photos of documents or to take photos of things I want to remember. That's it.
Yeah.
But anyways,
You definitely don't need like a $1,500,
no.
$2,000
So
phone for that.
$999 Pixel 5. Let's go for it. That's tech tip, guys.
That's the tech tip.
Yeah. Now, what do you got for me today? Give me the article.
This is a bit of funny. I'll just read you the title.
By the way, I'm loving the wine, and I'm so happy right now.
It's good, man. It gets us into the mood. Nudity algorithm wrongly blocked company's onion images. Facebook admits.
I'm sorry. That just what grammar English?
So essentially, this company, I think they do like fruits and veg or something. They posted a picture on Facebook of onions, something that they sell,
okay.
right? And Facebook, using their algorithm, you know how they don't have people looking at every photo. They use algorithms.
Yeah.
And was flagged and it was blocked because
Automatically.
Yeah. Because the algorithm thought they were nudity onions. So I think we'll have the image here. And our
Is it out there? Do you have it there?
It's out there.
What? Show me. I want to see
it's
this. It's
definitely. See.
Are you serious? That got blocked.
That's it. That got blocked. It was an overly sexualized positioning.
Who's into onions? You gotta be honest, yeah. Like, hey, like you can be into anything these days.
Sorry.
Onions?
So the business they sell seed, soil, and other supplies, and the business pays Facebook for advertising, which
of course,
they do.
As you do, yeah.
And they put out this innocent image of like a basket of onions, and it was blocked.
Photos here.
You guys decide. It definitely doesn't turn me on. Does it do anything for you?
Dude, I'm like all over it. It's like onions. Oof, makes me cry.
So I this sort of goes.
That was cringy. Sorry.
Yeah. It definitely raises the question of these algorithms in Facebook, social medias, and how they flag certain things.
Segue. This is a segue for you. Have you watched Our Social Dilemma or The Social Dilemma?
No,
on Netflix?
I was going to watch that.
Oh man,
Can you give a quick overview of what it's
basically the Facebook and every social media out there.
I just realized this turned into a very tech heavy.
It is like for some reason, but hey, it's not scripted, so hey, whatever. So the Social Dilemma actually interviews a lot of ex social media employees, like say Facebook, Google, and all that stuff, and they are saying that every single thing that you are seeing on Facebook at the moment is curated for each individual person out there through our behaviors and how we interact with social media. Now, that's actually pretty scary to me, even though I'm like a big proponent for social media being a force of good. But having this going on right now, like knowing that these big companies are not even monitoring the algorithm to see what's being put in front of their faces and letting AI taking care of it for us is quite a scary thing for me, because that's like so if you watch the Social Dilemma, what the message they're telling you is that everything that you see on Facebook is solely for you.
Yeah.
So if you multiply that by billions and billions of people, what you get is just like an echo chamber of everyone just being in their own world, entitled for their own truth. So this is why you get like things like outrage culture happening right now, right? This is the whole reason why things that you are seeing like being PC, like no one wants to hear anyone else, like the left and the right are fighting each other, because then no one wants to have like a conversation anymore.
Well, they also don't see the other side.
They don't. That's because of social media. Like the algorithms actually
what
doing
they
this for them.
see of the other side is outrage because it's presented to them as some sort of something outrageous.
Yeah.
So, I mean, how do you feel about these algorithms and curated sort of ads and searches? You know, on the one hand, you don't get you don't get ads for penis enlargements and stuff as much.
Hey man,
unless you search for it.
I think I like try just Googling it and you'll see it everywhere.
It's gonna pop up all the time now. You know, you get ads which are a little bit more targeted towards you. So
You're gonna get me thinking about penis enlargement right now.
but at the same time, these curated things that pop up in your face now are only for you.
Yeah.
So you don't see what's on the outside of that bubble that they've created for you. So there's good and bad. How do you feel about that? The convenience of having things presented to you which you'll be interested in, but at the same time, you don't get a lot of the outside stuff.
Well, for me, when I actually watched the documentary, I don't know what you would call it. Like the way they filmed it was actually pretty brilliant. It's not a documentary. Well, it is a documentary, but they've incorporated elements of like movies in it, like cinematography and actual characters,
Actors
and whatnot.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. But I've always been optimistic. And I've never been really like, I don't know if I can say this, but I don't think I'm very prone to being told what the truth actually is. So I like to go and find out the truth on my own. I mean, anyone that likes to be able to have a podcast, to create their own podcast, I don't think they're very prone to being told what the truth actually is. Because if you're going to have a podcast, or you want to have a voice out there, you'd have to be pretty versed in what you want to talk about, right? No?
Well, I mean, sure, but we're not always versed in what we talk about either.
No, but like at least we try.
I guess
we try to have a conversation about it. I mean, there's many issues that you and I disagree on, but we're still really good friends because we're willing to talk about it and discuss it, even though we have like different views on things.
Yeah, so I would say, these curated searches and ads and articles that come your way, it'll be like if you and I have the exact same mindset and we agree on everything, right? I say something ridiculous and you totally agree with me. So where is the conversation about the other things, which there is truth to as well?
I mean, once you agree on something, like the conversation's over, don't you think?
That's it. So if you get an article about something that you search about, which is already reinforcing your
sexual onions,
if it's already like reinforcing your what your mind was set on, why would you look for anything else?
Well, that's what the whole documentary is about. Because like people they're so entitled to their own truth that their ultimate truth trumps everything else. So if you have a different ideas to themselves, then you no longer matter to them. This is why you get like flat earthers gaining momentum. This is why you get like what's the anti-vaxxers gaining momentum. It's exactly why. I mean, this is why this documentary is really important, I reckon.
Yeah. So
because no one's actually talked about this thoroughly like the way this documentary has. Like everyone thought that social media is a good thing because it's so convenient for people.
I feel like the original idea of social media was good for you to network, keep in touch with family and friends, but the way it's grown into where it is now, it's become a tool to either reinforce your own views or for these big social media companies to target ads towards you and make money. So it's really hard to see currently whether there's more good or bad coming from it. There's a lot more.
It is what you make of it, right?
It is.
Because at the end of the show, I mean, I don't want to spoil the show too much, like the documentary. Like, I strongly recommend watching it, and we'll have that in the show notes as well. Check it out on Netflix. But there is a lot that came out of it. Like, you wouldn't have like the convenience of home delivery at the palm of your hands right now. You wouldn't have like Uber like driving you around, right? And these are other things they talk about. Like it's a force of good, but like how do you? I mean, the force of good, it has never been very popular if you really think about it, right? It's always been drama that's been popular. That's always been wars that's been popular. Anything that's the demise of humanity has always been the forefront of our attention because the way they put it, humans are genetically, this is not my own words, right? They are genetically more susceptible to seeing what's dangerous for them.
Hmm.
So if it's good, then it's all good. So you don't pay no mind to it,
Yeah.
right?
So I guess I'm not completely in agreement that social media is a force for good now. I think it's probably more bad coming out of it, more division, more.
Have you always been so pessimistic?
I feel like I have become more so, especially with social media.
I don't want to
Over
be
time.
one of those adults. Like, you know how, like when you were younger, have you ever seen those, like the
Adults.
tables of adults, like, you know, drinking, eating peanuts or whatever that adults do?
Eating peanuts is an adult thing.
I don't know, man.
I guess
What do
onions is an
adults do? When do you even consider yourself an adult?
When you start paying your bills, your own bills.
Bro, that's probably me at 25 then.
Yeah.
Anyways, like they're eating peanuts, drinking, and talking about the worst thing that happens in the world.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's to me that it just turns me off straight away. And when talking to my dad and my uncle, like they are sort of conspiracy,
Nuts.
not nuts. I would say susceptible, right?
Okay.
So they like to say that the world's against you, governments are against you, but like, come on, I don't think that's the case.
No. So with I guess for that case,
Just to finish my point, I'm just saying like that's why I'm like, are you a pessimistic type of person or are you optimistic? Seeing the flip coin of, you know, you saying that social media is bad.
I think I'm probably more realistic, leaning pessimistic than optimistic for social media. But I guess, you know, with your uncle, did they become the way they are because of the way social media has evolved, or has it always been in there?
I wonder. I can't say. I can't say. I mean, I know them. It's my uncle and my dad, but like internally, you can't never. I don't think you can ever know someone that deep to know where their actual worldview comes from.
Well, like the way that I see social media is that you probably already had some similar views, or you're along that path already, and social media is just giving you a path to walk down further.
Yeah.
And reinforce that that path.
Watch it. Let me know what you think in the next episode. Like, I'm keen to hear your thoughts about this.
You do have some pretty decent documentary recommendations. Where's the F1 documentary? I watched the Obama one. That was really good.
Oh, Obama was amazing. I loved it.
Really
I
good.
love the guy, man. Like, it's just such a stark difference to see Obama speak, and Trump speak. I just feel dumb watching the guy.
Even when you think about the dumb President Bush before Obama, even he was pretty.
He's smart compared to Trump.
Yeah,
bro, that guy was dumb as shit too.
Yeah.
But Trump, I have no words. No words.
I don't know if we're ever going to go down this political path, but the U.S. election is I think early November, so less than a month away.
I'm keen to see the outcome, but hey, this is not a political podcast, guys. This is the escape route. So we try to pull you out of this whole negativity. So you're not helping by being pessimistic, bro. What are you doing?
I don't know.
What are you doing?
Maybe I'm trying to get something out of this as well myself. So,
anyways, guys, I think we're gonna end it right here. We do have some food, and I'm hungry, and I want to get some wine. So, what was I gonna say? Social media, yes. So you can contact us. Oh, by the way, no, YouTube, hit that subscribe button, that notification button, and also leave a comment. Either that or email us on Facebook or email. You don't
leave
email
a comment
or
what do you call it? Facebook message us.
Yes.
On Facebook.
Yeah.
Instagram, we're there as well. Our websites. I guess Twitter. I haven't checked Twitter in a while.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. And of course, if you want to support us, the absolute best way is not monetarily, it's actually just leaving us feedback. But if you are generous enough to offer some monetary gifts, there is Patreon.
Go check out that Sexual Onion. It's good
Sexual
stuff.
Onion. We'll link it somewhere in there.
All right, good night, guys.
See ya.
Afternoon. Bye.